Well then, how can you tell when you're really in love?
Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. So I asked you guys what kind of videos you want to see before you start university, before you go to Freshers Week, and the main one that came up was, what do I bring to university? What are the university essentials? What shouldn't I bring to university? So I just thought I would combine this into one video and talk about the packing essentials, but also the packing non-essentials. So things you absolutely should not bring. So I'm mainly just going to talk about the things that everyone forgets. I think some things are quite obvious, like cutlery, pans, you know, they're all quite like obvious stuff, like obviously when you stay out to uni. First thing is a pack of cards. Now, every flat should have a pack of cards. I'm actually the worst at card games. Like, I can't play poker, I can't play basically anything. But our favourite game at Prees was Ring of Fire, and that would get played almost every Prees. I would absolutely recommend bringing a pack of playing cards. It's really sociable and it's a really good way to get everyone involved and sort of use it as an icebreaker. So the next thing that is really important not to forget is coat hangers. Your halls will not supply you with coat hangers. If you don't bring them, all of your clothes will be shoved to the bottom of the wardrobe, like my friend Sarah's was. Her clothes lived at the bottom of her wardrobe, none of them were hanging up whatsoever. Another thing that you really don't want to forget before you move in, and I know you can buy it once you get there, but just trust me, it's toilet roll. Literally, I remember I moved in and I forgot toilet roll and I really need to go to the toilet and I didn't have any and I had to hold my wee, go to the shops and bring the roll back, and it was all just a bit of a faff, so just don't forget it. Just buy it before you go and have one ready to use for when you get there to save yourself the extra stress. The next thing that everyone forgets is a doorstop. Now, the really good thing about bringing a doorstop is it encourages everyone to be sociable, it encourages everyone to come into your room and have a chat. I actually used a doorstop in the first week and I remember that was how I met one of my really good friends, Lally. He just sort of wandered in my room and was like, "Ayo, I'm from Manchester, how are you?" The next thing, which might not seem like an essential, but it is if you want to save money, is Tupperware. Tupperware is the only way you are going to not buy meal deals, essentially. You can make salads and save them for the next day, you can make pasta and take them to lectures, you can put your sandwich in there, you can put some cheese in there, you can put anything, and then it will stay nice and fresh for when you want it at lunchtime. And it will save you money because you don't have to buy meal deals and it won't let your sandwich all get smushed in the bag. The next thing, which I absolutely didn't realise was a necessity at uni, is a flask. This is my flask. It's a multicoloured pretty one. I also have a reusable like takeaway coffee cup that I bought from uni, but that's downstairs and I can't really be bothered to get that. The good thing about keeping a flask at uni is that, especially at my uni, it actually saves you money. So with like one of these, this keeps coffee warm for up to 6 to 7 hours. So that means I can make a coffee in the morning, go to uni, go to a few lectures and think, oh, I'm a bit tired, I want a coffee, open it and it's still piping hot. And besides that, a lot of unis do this, and I know for a fact that the University of Nottingham does this. If you bring your own coffee cup or flask, they will take away 20p from the price of the coffee it is that you buy. But if you don't and you need to use a takeaway cup, they will add 20p on. So it actually ends up saving you 40p, which is a lifesaver. The next thing you do not want to forget when you come to university, and what you want to hide in your rooms that no one dares to go near them, is tea towels. Tea towels at uni are a biohazard, like actually a full-on biohazard. If you see a random tea towel hanging around and you're thinking, oh, I'll just dry my pots with it, do not, because I guarantee you that has probably been in some weird places, sitting in some weird mould growing sort of substance, and you just don't want that on your food. So make sure you bring your own tea towels and keep them in your room because they get stolen. I actually remember people in my boyfriend's flat would sometimes grab other people's tea towels, dunk them in water and put them in the freezer. God knows why. They also froze an egg for some unknown reason. But, I mean... The next thing I would absolutely recommend bringing to uni are decorations. Now, as you can see, I've got some of my plants over here. I have some fairy lights that I've just bought for second year. got some candles, a basket. This is all the sort of stuff that I had in my university uni room. I actually did upload, like almost a year ago now, which is crazy. I did upload a room tour about a year ago, so if you want to watch that, I will put that on the screen somewhere around here for you to click on. And I will leave the link down below if you want to watch that. But make sure you bring fairy lights, plants. Plants are really good to sort of spruce up your room. They're all real as well before you all come for me. Every single one of those plants is real. I've kept them alive. Another thing which people often forget is a clothes horse. I can tell you right now that laundry is so expensive. I think I remember one wash being £2 and drying being £1. So if there's any way that you can save yourself any sort of money on laundry, then a clothes horse is a great way to do that. My final thing that I want to mention that everyone forgets but everyone needs are slippers. Bring slippers. I'm not being funny. I will never put my bare feet onto the kitchen floors at Broadgate Park. You never want to put your bare feet on those floors because I'm telling you, they are beyond disgusting. I remember walking round my friend's flat barefoot once round the kitchen and my feet were actually black. So bring some slippers.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
So now we've talked about the things that everyone forgets, I want to talk about some things that you should not bring. Do not bring these things. You don't need them. It's futile. You won't need them. First thing that you should not bring is a kettle or a toaster. Both of these things will have been provided to you in your halls if you are self-catered, and it is just an unnecessary expense that you do not need to buy for first year. If you're going into a house, then you might want to check with your landlord. Another thing that a lot of people buy, which I'm just like, is a printer. Like, why do you bring a printer? There's just no need for it. I actually found that in a lot of the halls at Nottingham, every single hall had a printer. There are printers all over campus that will do it for you so cheap. It's just a complete waste of money. Printer ink and printer itself and paper is so expensive, and it's just so much more economical to use the printers that the university has provided for you. So the next thing that I would recommend you do not bring to uni are textbooks. I actually made a massive mistake here because I bought my textbook for like £40 and then I went to the university bookshop and it was being sold for like £20, so I could have saved myself some money. And besides that, people always sell them on from the year before. Like, I'm currently trying to sell my textbook on because I have no use for it and it's basically brand new and hardly used. So don't buy textbooks before you go because you're much more likely to get a better deal once you get there. Another thing you really don't need to bring is an iron. Most halls have an iron. In fact, I'm pretty sure that every single flat will have an iron and an ironing board. So do not bring an iron. Please, you don't need it. It's just extra space and extra money that you do not need to spend. Do not bring all of your clothes. Only bring clothes for sort of the season that your semester is going to take place in. So for winter, you only need your winter clothes. For spring, you only need your spring and summer clothes. So you don't need to bring all of your shorts and all of your bikinis and all of your crop tops during winter because you're just not going to wear them. And so it will save you space and it will help you be less messy at uni when you've got less stuff. You do not need to bring heels. Okay? You will not wear them. If you're going to bring heels, just bring one pair because you're only ever going to wear them for a formal. You will not wear them on nights out. I'm telling you right now, you won't, even if you do now. Nobody wears heels. It's always trainers. So just don't bring heels. Don't bring lots of going out dresses either. Like, sometimes me and my friends wear dresses, but literally rarely ever. It's always jeans and a nice top. That is always the uni vibe. So don't bother bringing loads of like fancy dresses from Opoly because you're just not going to wear them. Finally, this is a really random one, but you only need washing pods. Do not bring fabric conditioner or laundry detergent. Pods are the easiest and cheapest way to do your washing. I don't even think a lot of the circuit like washing machines even take fabric conditioner. Okay, so I think that just about rounds up this video. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a like and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you would like to get notifications every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to follow me on my socials, my @ is @LMEHorton. Follow me on there for updates and for all the up-to-date information on what I am up to. If you're going to university next year, then comment down the university you're going to and what course you are studying. I'd love to know what sort of courses you guys are doing and what you guys are getting up to next year too. So let me know. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!